Today is an extremely important day in the history of Niagara University. And 2007 marked that year. Niagara launched our $80 million campaign, The Promise of Niagara, the next 150 years. This capital campaign was designed to expand the academic, spiritual, athletic, and community outreach programs that would sustain the university as an excellent university steeped in the Catholic and Vincentian traditions. Today, I'm very happy to tell you that the university has surpassed our $80 million goal of the Promise of Niagara.
The Promise of Niagara, the next 150 years, was the largest fundraising initiative in the history of Niagara University. The capital campaign focused its efforts on active learning enrichment, scholarship endowment, athletics, and the Niagara Fund. But its most transformational impact has been on shaping the university campus. Nearly half of the money raised has been invested in physical projects on our campus. The academic complex and Bisgrove Hall provide students with the ability to gain real-life educational experiences in the colleges of business and education. Whether they are working in the financial services laboratory or uncovering a team-building approach to education in our teaching labs, students learn in one of the finest educational environments in our region.
When you sit down at one of the terminals in our financial services lab, you're going to use the same software, the same advanced software tools as somebody who is an investment manager on Wall Street will be using.
Having the workspaces that there are on the first, second, and third floor, along with all the computer stations in the finance lab and the financial lab where we have our classes, I think it's just been excellent.
Now we have classrooms where we can practice that teaching and learning environment right here in a safe environment before we bring those student teachers into the classroom with children. We have a clinic downstairs where our counselors and mental health counselors, literacy specialists can provide diagnostic and counseling services to people in the community.
We have so much technology available to us. We have a room just designated for smart boards. We have a smart table in this room along with, I think it's 280,000 books that we just got. So state of the art might not just be linked to technology, but also just the other materials available to you.
Completed in 2010, the Elizabeth Ann Clune Center for Theater and the renovated Leary Theater have provided Niagara students the opportunity to work, learn, and carry on the long tradition of NU theater in a professional theater environment.
Students are drawn to an institution or drawn to a program, first, let me say, because of the faculty, because of the people that they will come to study with and they want to learn from. But secondly, to come into a facility like this and to say, wow, I have the potential to perform on this stage. I have the opportunity to be able to perform for any number of audiences and publics. Oh yeah, that is transforming.
Coming in as a freshman and seeing what the theater was, and then that transformation, and that happened that year. I mean, that year, as my sophomore year, I was a part of Anything Goes, which was the opening production for this theater, and that was really amazing to see that transformation.
The Vincentian fathers and brothers have served as stewards for Niagara University since 1856, and part of the campaign's vision was to provide them with a new Vincentian residence, which features modern facilities and a comfortable living environment. And Mead Hall, the former residence for the Vincentians, is being completely renovated and will reopen in 2013 as the Gasick Family Alumni and Admissions Center. Through the Promise of Niagara, the university has also benefited the Purple Eagles through increased athletic scholarships and improvements to many of the athletic facilities on campus.
Because all the other schools have the beautiful locker rooms and the offices and study lounges and so forth and so on. And we've done that just recently too, thanks to the capital campaign. So we can compete with the other schools.
It really, really helps in recruiting. We used to not show recruits our office. We would go meet in the academic complex because it was so beautiful. And now we're able, when recruits walk on campus, we're able to say women's basketball is important.
The cornerstone of the Promise of Niagara capital campaign is the B. Thomas Golisano Center for Integrated Sciences. This state-of-the-art facility was made possible through the generosity of Tom Golisano and his gift of $10 million. This facility will further support cutting-edge integrated research collaborations in biology, biochemistry, chemistry, and physics, and it will forever change the research and teaching that happens on Niagara's campus.
And the new building obviously is going to do things for us scientifically that are going to be the value-added things to the program, that when you compare our program to others, we're just going to be unique.
With this building, we just don't have the space, but in the newer building, we're going to have so much more space to expand this research and start new projects and really start hopefully making some more advances.
In addition to the physical improvements to the campus, the Promise of Niagara is also making an impact on the lives of Niagara students today and in the future. Through endowed professorships and gifts to the academic programs, the university is able to develop and expand on its academic excellence. And the Promise of Niagara provides assistance for students attending the university. Over 98% of Niagara students receive some sort of financial assistance, and nearly $10 million from the campaign is directed towards endowed scholarships.
And I love this place. I mean, this is my 4th year here. I don't want to be anywhere else. And to be able to have that and be able to hold on to that because of those scholarships it's unreal. It's great.
When Dr. Greene told me about the Lindenbaum Scholarship, it was like such a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. It was just wonderful because, I mean, I had been struggling, having to take out loans, and just to have that burden taken was so fantastic. And I just feel so much better knowing I can devote more time to my studies and not have to work and not have to do other things that I was having to do just to afford this education.
And the financial aid, especially the Vincentian Scholars Program scholarship, made it possible for me to go here. The Vincentian Scholar Program does a really great job of going to the next level. So it goes beyond just serving at a soup kitchen and feeding the clients and cleaning. You can make a real impact on people's lives and really get to know people. So it's like community service on the next level.
The Niagara Fund, the university's annual fundraising initiative, played a major role in the Promise of Niagara, adding more than $10 million in gifts to the campaign. The Niagara Fund provides the university with the resources to attract and develop the best faculty, invest in technology upgrades, and establishes funds for students to engage in community service and outreach. The Niagara Fund also provides financial aid and scholarships to students in every program at Niagara.
A lot of times I think people are scared away from a private institute because they think it's out of their reach. But really when you sit down and you get that letter and you see, no, it is manageable because there are so many scholarships, so many grants and financial aid available.
I still remember when I got my acceptance letter and my financial aid package, and I just remember saying to my parents, I'm just so happy that this is a real option for me.
We now are setting our vision on the next 150 years. We will be accountable to our campus community, our students in the Western New York region. As you have pledged your commitment to Niagara University, we pledge our commitment to serve where we are needed, whenever we are needed. We pledge to provide the opportunity for all members of our community to earn a degree, and we pledge to prepare our students to lead and to serve. That is the Promise of Niagara.